We are live. Oh my gosh, it's Friday, June 6th. That escalated quickly. Hey, my name is Wayne Pelletier, and I got a good one today. I want to chat with you about a conversation I had recently. It reminded me of something. So I was on a call with my friend Justin Mabee recently. Name drop alert. Anyway, he mentioned a time early in his career when someone balked at his price for his service, his offering, making somebody a website, in this case, X thousands of dollars. And it wasn't a particularly large number of thousands, but the prospect said some version of, my site hasn't made that much money. Why would I pay that much money? And it reminded me of the number of times that I've interfaced with this sort of feedback on pricing over the course of my career. And yeah, it's happened a few times and I handled it, but it's because of what I understand I'm going to share with you today. So look, I understand why someone would feel that way and say that. It's not because they're cheap, right? So I'm going to explain what's going on here. This is what they're not seeing. And it's our job to educate people. It is our job to help prospects come to understand how things work. And mostly I'm talking about the customer journey in today's digital online connection economy in general. And this idea, now it scales. It's not unique to me. It's not unique to my industry. It's convertible completely into most niches and industries online, period. It's behavioral science, I think. I don't know. That seems big. That seems big to me. Anyway, I promise you, really strong marketers online, companies like Nike and Campbell's Soup, whatever, like they all understand this. And there are a couple things going on, and it's not just cross-channel attribution and time and shopping habits. I'll introduce you now to the 7-11-4 rule. And I wanted to throw fingers like 7, 11, which I can't really do, and 4. So I think this was originally a Google concept. I probably should have had a chat with AI to find out the origins of it, but I didn't think of that till now, and we're knee deep in this, so we're just going to keep plowing. Because I don't know that it really matters, but I understand it to be true, and we've seen it in a lot of analytics, not just in social media campaigns and in websites, but in paid campaigns as well. So, and it 7-11-4 is in particularly, I don't think that's how you say that. It's in relation to brand engagement and what happens before someone makes a purchase decision. So let me break each one down. 7, right? 7 stands for 7 hours. On average, a consumer spends about 7 hours researching and engaging with a brand before making a purchase. It's an average, okay? It might be 5 minutes, it might be 5 weeks. 7 hours is the average. And this time can be spent on various activities like reading reviews or watching videos or browsing a brand's website and social media content. So 7 means 7 hours. 11, it takes 11 interactions. Seems like a lot, but it also seems pretty real. Look, customers typically have around 11 interactions with a brand before deciding to buy. And that's not just big ticket items like, say, a car. It could be shoes or something really important like a wedding dress, or something not typically important like chewing gum. But 11 interactions can include visits to the website, social media engagement, email communications and other aspects of communication, whether that's DMs or chats online. And each one of these 11 build familiarity and trust, and not just with your brand, but with the category in general. And if your brand's capable of doing a good job with these connections, then you get to win. The 4 in 7-11-4, the 4 stands for 4 platforms. And what that means is these interactions often occur in 4 different platforms, period. So it could be any combination of social media, the website, email, and other digital channels, like maybe Slack groups, like private WhatsApps and other thread apps like that. So the idea is that a brand, and that's you and me basically, we need to create sort of a cohesive, engaging presence across multiple platforms. And that's the best way to effectively reach and influence consumers of any kind, whether it's B2B or B2C. And I've seen that play out in real time locally here in town by participating in local business association and events and advertising and events and having conversations with other business owners. I've made hundreds of websites over the course of my career, so I have an understanding of what these channels look like and what that attribution looks like. So the visibility, especially for a small business, visibility into this sort of cross-channel attribution and the idea of the 7-11-4 concept is really, really hard to gain visibility in for a small business. I hope that made sense. Analytics tools, funnel strategies, and these different platforms cost quite a bit of money for a small business, and they're highly technical to install and implement. So they don't typically have these types of things. That's why I said it's our job, our responsibility to make sure that they understand what's really going on here. Because the fact of the matter is, it is extraordinarily rare in today's connection economy, online digital space, cross-channel attribution, all of that. Like, it's really extraordinary that someone takes action on a single instance of visiting the website. It's easy to assume that someone comes to my homepage, they read it, they hit the button, and they buy. That is almost never the case. So I try to help people understand that it really matters what you're doing on other channels. So when someone says social media doesn't work for me, maybe within that channel you're not getting much activity, but that doesn't mean you're not being evaluated and that there isn't value in having a broader branded, front that people can use to assess the business and validate it. So, and look, I know I come across as flippant, and I don't mean to be disrespectful. I've only got a few minutes here to make a video, so I'm really getting to the nut. But there's no way that someone's website didn't make X thousands of dollars if a designer said, this is how much it's going to cost me to make you a new website. They may not know how many thousands of dollars, but just because someone looked at your website, checked your Instagram feed, went back to the website, checked 2 competitors' websites, took a week to think about it, and then picked up the phone and called you, then did the website help close the sale? Is it a direct attribution? No, I'm not sure direct attribution is possible unless it's paid search and there are 0 links, except for the call to action. It's really hard with a public-facing, broadly accessible website to imagine that there is direct attribution. And that's why the idea of 7-11-4 comes to mind when someone says someone wouldn't pay. And Justin, my conversation with Justin reminded me of that. So thank you, Justin. Because the fact of the matter is, websites make money for businesses. We all know websites make money for businesses. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here. We literally wouldn't be here. we wouldn't be in this box here on YouTube having this conversation, me and you. Well, it's a one-way conversation. Unless you put something in the chat, go ahead and leave a comment in the chat. And hit like and subscribe while you're at it. Because ABC Credit Union decided to adopt the web, the World Wide Web, and put a dinky little website up 30 years ago, we're here. Because that mattered. So, yes, websites make businesses money, or there wouldn't be any 30 years in. It's understanding the bigger picture of how websites make money. Because a lot of times, for a lot of businesses, and I think this is the case with the business that Justin said he was talking to, is that it's not an actual conversion asset for the business. It's a validation asset for the business. And if you're branding, then it's even harder to say that the website didn't make X amount of money for your business. So there's no way that person had that visibility. So that's why they need to be coached up. I like to explain the 7-11-4 concept. It helps people really understand how the internet works. And obviously, be more diplomatic than I'm being here. Be more professional, as I would be on the phone with someone, on a Zoom call or a Google Meet, whatever it is. The idea is to help folks understand how their website contributes to the business, even if that contribution isn't visible in the analytics. So that's what I got today. I thought I would run on that because, my friends Krishna and Justin on a call earlier today inspired me to have that chat. And they said, hey, you should do that on your live show. And I said, you know what? You're right. I absolutely will. I took 10 minutes. I banged out this script. I largely held to it. I think I'm getting better at it. I don't know. I mean, this is episode 56. So obviously I don't hate it. Actually, if I'm being honest with you, I'm loving making this. I'm getting absolutely crushed by the sun this morning. It's kind of cool, right? I don't know, though. I got some shadow issues going on with the corners. This is what you paid for, isn't it? This is why you're here. The small talk at the end. I do the small talk at the end. And because you stayed this long, I want to say thank you. Thank you very much. It means a ton that you watched this. And I will see you Monday, 11 a.m., right back here. I'll have another cool topic, and we will enjoy this learning journey together. Like and subscribe, please. It means a ton. Click on a video on this side. I think it's on this side. It's on this side of this side. And watch another video. YouTube totally likes that. That would be doing me a big favor. Watch another video. Stick around for a few more minutes after this video. I think I would get mad kudos. They'd be like, oh, this guy created on-site engagement. We should totally put his videos up in the search results. Totally. Anyway, have a great weekend. I will see you Monday, 11 a.m. right back here. Bye. I don't like that face.